The Galactic Council Chamber was a cathedral of polished stone and shimmering light. Species from across the stars gathered to hear reports of a strange world discovered on the Orion Arms fringe. A world designated in the Codex as Class 13 Deathworld. A planet so hostile that even war beasts bred for survival perished within days. Ambassador Zry Cole of the Valari delegation cleared his throat, his bioluminescent patterns dimming nervously. Esteemed Council, the matter is unprecedented. We dispatched observation probes. The planet should be barren or at best home only to feral predators. Yet what we found, his voice cracked. Sapience. The chamber erupted in shock. No known species had ever emerged from a Class 13. None had even endured one. Counselor Tyrr of the Korthi slammed a claw on the table. Impossible! No mind could evolve under such conditions. What species dares live there? Zry Cole's patterns flickered dim blue, the Valari sign of fear. They call themselves humans. The Council demanded details. The Valari probe feeds showed sprawling cities. Metal towers piercing skies thick with storms. Seas roiling with waves higher than mountains. Yet humans sailed them in fragile wooden vessels and steel leviathans alike. Blizzards buried continents. Deserts blistered with heat. Jungles swarmed with predators. And still, humans thrived. Daily life for them is lethal, Zry Cole explained, voice trembling. They walk among predators that would tear our soldiers apart. They inhale microbes that would dissolve our organs. They endure temperatures that melt armor plating. And these humans have the audacity to play in such environments. The council chamber fell into stunned silence. Meanwhile, on Earth, the humans had no idea they were being watched. In Alaska, a fisherman chipped ice from his boat in -40 degrees Celsius winds, grinning at the sunrise. In the Sahara, a caravan crossed dunes with camels, laughing as sandstorms whipped their faces raw. In Tokyo, construction workers scaled skyscrapers during typhoon season. And in New Zealand, thrill-seekers tied ropes to their ankles and hurled themselves off bridges, calling it bungee jumping. To the humans, it was ordinary life or even recreation. To the Council, it was horror made flesh. Back in orbit, the Valari probes captured a scene that nearly broke the Council's sanity. A volcanic eruption tore through a human settlement. Rivers of molten rock consumed the land. Ash blackened the sky. Yet, instead of perishing, humans returned. They built new homes on the very slopes of the volcano. Some even stayed to study it. Do they not fear death? Gasped Counselor Tyrr. Scholar Eriv of the Shaln whispered. No. They embrace it. They learn from it. They grow stronger. The words chilled the chamber. The Guild of Surveyors compiled a dossier on humanity's daily challenges. Storms with winds fast enough to tear ships apart, humans shored on them. Predators with fangs longer than plasma blades, humans domesticated them into pets. Toxins lethal to most sapients, humans brewed them into drinks called coffee and alcohol, consuming them for pleasure. Gravity nearly double that of most colonies. Humans ran, leaped, and danced under it as if it were nothing. General Rask of the Vorn read the dossier and growled. We train our elite for decades to endure half of this. They survive it daily. The realization spread like fire. Humans weren't merely surviving. They were forged by conditions that killed everything else. The panic truly began when probes observed human warfare. Grainy footage showed humans not only enduring their hostile world, but turning its dangers into weapons. Fire harnessed into bombs. Storms predicted and used in naval battles. Poisons distilled into chemical warfare. Even the atom itself was split, unleashing devastation no council species dared contemplate. The council reeled. They fight each other? Gasped Eriv. On top of their Deathworld trials? Zry Cole's glow dimmed almost black. Yes, and somehow, they grow stronger from it. Every war births new inventions. Every disaster sharpens their will. For the first time in centuries, the Council knew fear. Ambassador Zry Cole concluded his report. My fellow delegates, humans are not an anomaly. They are an inevitability. Their world forged them to be adaptable beyond reason. Every day they endure what would exterminate us. And because of this, they are spreading into orbit onto their moon toward the stars. If they bring Deathworld resilience to the galaxy. He paused, trembling. Nothing will stop them. On Earth, a child laughed as she played in the rain, splashing barefoot in the mud. To her, it was simply joy. To the aliens watching from above, it was a glimpse into their worst nightmare, because the storm around her could flatten cities, and she treated it like a game. And in that moment, the Council understood the truth. Humans did not merely survive a Class 13 Deathworld. They carried it with them every single day.